The books women are reading nowadays are getting out of hand. Some call them smut books, some call them erotica. You know, my grandma used to call them romance novels because she's a lady, okay? And wasn't no romance going on in these novels. No. Wasn't no one kissing, falling in love, nothing, none of that. Now, they got all types of romance novels. They got dark romance. They got fantasy romance. They even got Bigfoot romance novels. Bigfoot. Who's trying to bang Bigfoot? They got paranormal romance novels. Who's trying to fuck a ghost?
Oh, okay.
They got alien romance novels. I might get into that. You know, I might could be into that. Reverse harem romance novels. We talking about sluts now. We talking about whores. Reverse harem. One woman, a bunch of dudes, gangbangs. We're talking about gangbang. But I was unfamiliar with romance novels for a long time. My grandma had romance novels laying around everywhere. She had a whole bookshelf in the living room full of romance novels. It was this big, beautiful man with this long hair, and he was holding a sword. He was strong, and he had a lady, and she had hundreds of those books just on a bookshelf in the living room. That would be like coming to my house and I just have Hustler magazines just all over my house. It's not weird at all, you know. And I was a kid going over there. She just had those laid out, you know. I guess she didn't expect me to read them. She'd buy them in boxes from the thrift store. Used romance novels. They look fun though, you know. She loved them. That was her thing. She'd have Wheel of Fortune on the TV and sitting back reading a romance novel.
Right in the butt?
What?
No.
And I'd just be running around the house playing. She's just sitting out there hot and horny just reading that book at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It's crazy. I lived with my grandma. And she was in a recliner reading a romance novel. And one day she got up and got her a glass of sweet tea. Parched from all that reading. And I got curious, you know. I picked it up, started reading. Thought it was about falling in love, saving women in castles. That ain't what me ma was reading. The first sentence I read was, he dipped his clever finger into my weeping woman core. What the hell is Granny reading? She was reading that mess right beside me. I could have touched her. Granny is a freak. Oh my God. What is a weeping woman core? That sounds like an infection. Clever finger. What the hell is that? The only thing I can imagine is like the hand from the Addams Family just running up her leg. Not like a glass of sweet tea to cool your thighs down, you know. Ladies, why are we reading these books? What are they, just like y'all's version of porn? Is this how women goon? Is this how y'all goon to reading? Y'all just be gooning to reading? What are we doing? I don't understand it. My male brain just can't comprehend. Can you imagine just sitting in your office job all day and you're listening to, this is a quote, all right? I don't never speak this dirty. This will make your grandma blush. But Alex licked his lip when a clip of wailed at the slit of, I can't even read this. This is crazy. Why are y'all were just at work just listening to this madness? Y'all just all horned up all day. Oh my God. I don't get it. I do not get it. But I'm sure women don't get big booty Latinas either.
I concur. This is real.
You know what I'm saying? Different strokes for different folks. Okay? But this could be a real problem, you know. Are there women out there that would rather read romance novels than sleep with their partner? Because porn can be a real issue for men, you know. There's some men out there, because it's hard to, after you watched a 20-person gangbang, it's hard to have sex with Nancy missionary style. All right? It's not good for men. Men should not be, that's not meant for everybody, all right? Men like me, don't get on porn. We're supposed to have missionary sex with our wives, all right? That's our speed. That's what we do. We're not meant to be out here gangbanging, all right? We're not gangbang material. Women, I imagine you read a couple books where there's some real crazy, spicy stuff going on, and then you go back to your husband, and he's not into it. You know, he's thinking about the gangbang he watched last week and having sex with you, and you're thinking about the book you're reading, and it just doesn't make for good sex. Everybody hates what they got going on. So I think we should just ban these books, ban porn. It'll be better, you know. It'll be better. It's not good for us. Fellas, just be careful. Just be careful what your girl's reading, okay? You gotta read a little bit too, all right? You gotta check out what they're reading, because they're in there, they're burning their brains up reading this mess, all right? You gotta just make sure what they're reading. My girl reads every night, and after I caught my grandma reading this mess, I gotta make sure my girl ain't reading this. I was like, hey, what book are you reading? She goes, oh, it's just a book about vampires. I was like, let me read it for a second. I want to see these vampires. And on the first page, this is a sentence I read. I quote, I want to eat your pussy under the stars. End quote. Vampires aren't doing that. Why are vampires, nobody does that. That's unrealistic, all right? Only people doing that only people eating pussy under the stars are homeless people. Why would we be under the stars when we have a house? Are we camping? You know, you don't even like camping. And you hate mosquitoes. You imagine out there camping under the stars. There's a million mosquitoes biting your ass. You hate that. That's just in your brain. You want to be a why? Oh my God. Ladies, vampires under the stars, what are we doing? I threw them all out. I threw all them books out. They gotta go. Not in my house. No reading in my house unless it's Dr. Seuss. I'm joking. I'm kidding. Now we gotta worry about the women. Now they're coming out with these books where the dudes are fucking. Two fellas banging. And I thought that used to be our stuff. Not fellas, but like lesbians, you know, women. We liked that. That was our thing. Now they're into it too. They like the dudes. They like the two dudes banging. Girls are always like, what do you get out of that? And I don't know, but we like it. It's fun. What do you get out of this? Everybody's on heated rivalry. They fucking in there, all right? They are doing it to it. But it was a book, you know, this was a book. They made it into a show. And the ladies cannot get enough. They're gooning. The ladies are gooners now. We're just a world full of gooners. What is this going to turn into? Brokeback Mountain enough.